How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and I'm back on the Hermitcraft Feed the Beast Monster server. Oh yeah, and I'm not wearing anything. I get to see my skin, actually, and that's because I have this cool power armor. Really neat that I made that last episode. So cool that it can be transparent. Yeah, so I did some stuff, and as you can see, that glass is quite clear. A gift from Hypno. So Hypno, he's recently been doing like a lot of rotary craft stuff, and he's finally completed it all. I watched his episode, and it's really neat. He was doing a whole bunch of stuff, and basically he went around and gave a whole bunch of bedrock swords that he had, kind of left over. He couldn't quite uncraft them the way that he wanted to, so he just decided to gift everyone this, and hey, that is awesome. That is really awesome. So a bedrock sword, it is really late game kind of stuff from Rotary Craft. It has sharpness 5 and looting 5 on it, which is just insane. However, you need to get bedrock dust and bedrock ingots and all sorts of things. So I don't even know how you get this stuff. But I do know that it is pretty intense. I guess you have to grind bedrock up with Rotary Craft, and that requires like a lot of power, high-end machines, stuff like that. So super cool. I want to play around with this, but you know what? One thing that I noticed in that episode, and actually I was watching King Daddy D-Mac and Slipgator, they were around my base too, and not everyone quite knows this is a door, so I think I want to kind of fix this up. I also want to make sure I have a good portal in the Nexus so people can get here pretty easily. I was in the process of moving, so I didn't really have anything set up, but this is now my main base. However, there's one thing I'm thinking. After getting such a cool sword like this, I definitely think we need to hook Hypno up with some glass. So I have a little idea of something I want to do, and oh, you know what? Let me show you really quick. I did some upgrades here. Yes, I did get into Applied Energistics. No, I didn't do it on camera. If you really want to know how this works, really just type @applied, and you'll see all this kind of stuff here. I do an episode of this way back in my Feed the Beast Ultimate series. Really, the only thing that's changed in this setup you see here is just some of the recipes are a little different. They require like fluix dust and stuff like that, which just means you need both nether quartz and certus quartz. Otherwise, everything mostly is the same. This is super simple. It's a basic setup here. In a nutshell, what I'm using here, a crafting terminal, access terminal, controller, and then ME drives. And then these are just, I got two 16K storage and then 6 4K storage. It's just, you know, just a start. You can figure out how to do this. If you really want to see more, you know, I can show it, but I didn't really figure it was necessary. Everyone pretty much does that. Same with making an induction smelter, fluid transposer, and magma crucible, as well as upgrading my energy conduits. And I even have an upgraded cell downstairs. So now I have a lot more power, about 20 million total. But I needed to melt redstone in the magma crucible and then fill up some stuff inside of the fluid transposer. And that's how I get that to work. Anyway, I think I should go and pay Hypno a little bit of thanks over at his base. So I will see you in a moment. Alright, so I'm over at the Nexus, and this is where I want to get my my teleport thing set up. It's upstairs, but let's go on over to Hypno's place. And, oh yeah, he's got this clear glass, but this is just clear glass. Come on, we need quite clear glass. That is the stuff. Okay, so I want to set up a little something, and should be pretty noticeable pretty much anywhere. I guess, let's see, I don't want to mess with anything. This looks fine. I bet you if I were to set it up here, it'd be okay. I just need a little something underneath, I think. Yeah, if I did it right here, I bet you it's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this little trap chest thing, and this is actually going to generate a little redstone signal when it's opened. Now I'm going to have little dispensers going, and they will dispense some water. And we're going to do it this way. So Let's see. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, so I'm going to have basically little kind of water fountain things kind of going on. Hopefully I brought enough clear glass. Quite clear glass, I'm sorry. We can't have any of this normal clear glass. No, no, no. Okay, so let's make it one taller. Now it's also going to need a little bit of, I think I'm going to go with these fantasy blocks. Now I might, whoops, I might be able to do this with a little less than this, but we're going to find out. In fact, you know what, let me just go ahead and build this up a little bit, and you'll see what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I have this kind of set up here, and it's not yet active, but the reason is I need something to actually transmit the redstone. So this is a trap chest. When you click it, well, when you open it, it activates a redstone signal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this wireless transmitter. I kind of talked about this in the Drawbridge Door episode I did, and this is an alternative that I could have done. Now I need a wireless thing in order for this to function well. So I'm going to hide that down there, and it should work. Now I need to enter something in here, so I'm just going to do 1670. I don't want to give it a name, just because I don't want to give it away. And then, let's see, I did mine this. I'll put that there. Now it is a little visible right now. I don't want to use any of his blocks. Like, I'm going to put this in here. Anything that I break, obviously, I will, make sure is okay. But you can actually put little covers there. So I'm going to put a cover there so it's a little less obvious to see. Now, whenever this is opened, a redstone signal will, it'll trigger. So I'm going to wrap some wire around to kind of hit those dispensers. Unfortunately, I am going to have to build some kind of a bridge across all of these, but I don't really think it's the end of the world here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll have some fun. Okay, so got this all set up. So it actually is not how I want it to be. See, I don't want it to pour the water. I actually want the water to be there, and then I want it to go away once the chest is open. So when I opened it, nothing appears to be happening. And there may be a reason for that. Whoops, let's see. So is this connecting anywhere? I have this off to the side here. And you know what? The problem is I might not want to do that. So let me actually do it this way. We're going to set it down. And then I'm just going to run some redstone wire. Doesn't really matter where I put it. Oh, let's see. Do I have to really get rid of this cover first? Oh, no. All right, let's pop this glowstone back. Woo! I love this jumping. It's getting kind of interesting to get used to, though. Okay, so the wireless transmitter. Let's just go ahead and set that. Oh, interesting. Maybe I can't set it on glowstone. Well, you know what? That's not really a problem. Let's just tear this down, and we will. Although I know I could. No, I could put it on the wall. That's right. So, you know what? Let's just do it this way. We will turn it. Oh, let me set this first. Apparently it has to be on a solid object, so that's why it wasn't working unless I put it on the wall. However, so see where the thing is? You can shift right click it, and that'll change where it's pointed. And I think I can do it like that, and let's try it out. It does not seem to be working. Yeah, that's set. Okay, let me just play around with it for another moment here. Okay, so I think it's set now. This thing will transmit the signal once this triggers. So I think once I open this, it'll work. Why is it not connecting? Huh. You know what? I bet you I know what it is. Let me tear this down. I bet you this can be solved just by putting this there, turning it. Now it should work. There we go. And let there be water. Oh, that's pretty brilliant. Cool. So I'm just going to seal this off with this. So, you know, he kind of has an idea. All right, something's up. I will go ahead and put his cobblestone inside of the chest, as well as some clear glass. Let's see. We'll do... I don't know if you can even see that. It's supposed to be like TY, thank you, but I guess it doesn't really look too obvious. That's okay. I'll just kind of leave him a stack of that. I'll do a stack and a half. And his cobblestone. Cool. Now, why on earth did I want to do this anyway? What's the point of having the water? So, this is quite clear glass, as you can see. And, you know, there's just something about glass and... Well, actually, it has nothing to do with it. It's the fact that it's so clear. So, what I want to do is say... actually, I don't know if I want it you or I can. You can see clearly now the rain is gone. Oh, so, you know, it'll be... All right, you can see clearly now because this is quite clear glass. You can see really clearly. And you open it up, and the rain is gone. You can see clearly again, right? Right? I don't know. It's silly, but I don't really care. It's not really like a full-fledged prank or anything. It's more of a, hey, he likes my glass. And everyone really kind of gets a chuckle out of this. They're so used to this clear glass from Tinker's Construct. And this is really clear. I'm not going to lie. But this quite clear glass is also quite clear. And it's also really simple to make. You don't even need a smelter or anything. You just... Press 3, by the way, in an alloy smelter, which is from Ender.io. You just smelt some sand when it's in alloy smelting mode. Super simple. So, yeah, you can see clearly now the rain is gone. In fact, you know what? I just want to have something here. Thanks again for the sword. There we go. Whoops. Oh, well. You know what? These flat signs do kind of bother me. It's like I just want to set a sign... facing upwards, but oh well. I'll at least get the message. I didn't have enough stuff for a book and quill, unfortunately. Yeah, so he can go ahead and keep all this stuff. I really don't care. I just, hopefully this isn't too much of a mess for him to pick up. I think he'll be amused by it. You can see clearly now the rain is gone. You open it, and it's gone. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't think it's going to blow up his base or anything. Anyway, you know what? I think I need to get the Nexus figured out. So I'm going to go ahead and get my kind of thing going so people are going to the right place and they feel a little bit more welcome in my base. So I will be right back. By the way, here's the alloy smelter. And the thing you just need to make sure is it's set to alloys only. Otherwise, it'll smelt it into... just normal glass. Okay, so I'm back at my old base, and I want to use this ink mixer thing. Now, I read actually in the comments a little bit ago, oh, you know what? I'm going to need a bottle of water, so let me go find that. How many bottles around? Oh, also, this is, speaking of gifts, I've been playing around with DMAC quite a bit on the server from time to time, and we always goof around and have some fun. And we were trying out this Essence pickaxe because you can actually, you can enchant it with efficiency 5. So this thing mines really darn fast. He had an extra one since we were kind of playing around. It's like, all right, let's try it out. Works so fast if you have the not speed pendant. Which one is it? The yellow one, haste. Watch how fast it goes. Pew! Pew! It's really crazy fast. And if you don't have this, it still goes pretty darn fast. It's not quite lightning fast, but man, if you want to just mine a whole area really quick, just make one of those haste pendants and you're good to go. On top of that, let's see, what other kind of goodies has he gifted me over our time playing? I haven't been playing around with it too much. He hooked me up with an ender quarry, which... it looks kind of impressive, but it's actually not that difficult to make. It just requires a bunch of stuff. I could probably make it, but Save me some trouble. Let's see. Block replacer, block mover, his syringe. I was flying around with that for a while. We're going to do a video on that. That could still be kind of funny because he's into advanced genetics. All right. I need that bottle of water. That's right. Let me go find that. Do I have some glass? I'll just go back and get some. We'll just do it that way. Okay, so I got my ink bottles, and now I'm all set for this ink mixer thing. So in the past, some people have said that the time that you put the dust in and when you click it makes a big difference. So I'm going to try this out, and hopefully we can see what can happen. So I'm going to toss in some gold dust, and see, it's that green little line thing. Oh, I think that means I was too slow? Huh, let's see. So I don't click that. I guess I just take the link panel. All right, we'll try it. And interlinking. Okay, so that seemed to work. That's exactly what we wanted. We need to get a pair of interlinking books since we're linking through the same dimension. So let me go ahead and toss in another bit of gold here. And we'll just try the same thing out. So when it turns green, we just need to press it. And interlinking. Nope, disarm. Darn it, that's not what I wanted. Oh, maybe I did it wrong. You know what? Let me go try another bottle, because that disarm just is not going to do me any good, unfortunately. I don't want people to be, you know, thinking, oh, you got to take off all your stuff when you come over to my house. That's not very inviting. All right, let's just try this again. We'll make a quick little ink vial. Pop that in there, and let's try some more gold dust. Now, I'm just doing one gold dust, too. I think if I put in some more, maybe it gives more time. Let's see. Yeah, see, that makes it a little easier. A lot easier, actually. See, it stays on green longer. If I did it right like that, generate platform, that's... Well, maybe it doesn't work after all. Again, I was going by what you guys said. Seemed to work great for the first try, but does not seem to be overly consistent. So I'm just going to toss in a few gold dust. We'll just see what happens. Generate platform and interlinking. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it will do. So let's go ahead and just slap that in. Actually, the generate platform isn't that bad. It's just we need to make sure that we have it kind of somewhere where we can use it. So we just need some leather here, and then we need that, and then it'll make an unlinked book. Now this is the generate platform and interlinking one, so I want this to be over in my house, and it will generate something here. So where I want people to enter, and I'll kind of have a little lectern or something set up over here, but I'd like them to have this view when they come in. It's not like the most convenient, but it gets the job done. So, shouldn't generate anything beneath there unless there's nothing there, which is fine, because that's the same one that that book is up there. Okay, so we have this one. This one is the one that's going into the Nexus. Now we need to make one that goes back to spawn. So I'm going to take this, and I have a nice interlinking book here. But we need to go back to spawn, so let me go ahead and do that, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I got it all set. Now I think when I jump through here, I will actually go back to my base. But really quick, let me just set this for the Nexus. Hopefully this is a convenient spot. So with it in my inventory, just right-click and set. Cool, so let me jump up here and try this out. Woo! Ah! Alright, I don't know what's going on there. That's kind of weird, actually. I will have to see if that's gonna be a thing or what. I might have to make another book. But let me just make a little lectern quick. So, lectern, that's this thing. Just a stick and some planks. No problem. Except, let's see. Stick. I really do like ME. Oh my goodness. I've been missing out. Wow, really? I do not have a lot of planks. I have a lot of redwood. I just don't want to break it up right now. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so let's just put this over here by the front door. So hopefully people will, you know, kind of understand. Oh, yeah, if you want to go, you can just do so over here. And I think this is the one. All right, let's try it out. There we go. Now, I did get this linking book. That was the old one that teleported me, but it's no longer necessary. And, darn it, you know what? I'm going to have to fix this, because otherwise everyone's going to be doing a little kind of party shuffle in my floor, and that's hardly inviting. So, oh well, I'll do that really quick. Okay, think I got it fixed now. Also, this thing's really cool. I could press T here and adjust the screen color, which is kind of nice, and then also the text color, so really cool. Anyway, now when I jump... Really? You gotta be kidding me. What is going on? What is going on, darn it? Oh, man. Alright, looks like it's working now. Hopefully it is. Yeah, so... The other thing that I want to fix is this door. While that's cool and all, the problem is a lot of people just don't quite know this is a door. So hopefully if I make it a little bit more obvious by making it something that doesn't look solid, that'll be better. So I think I'm going to use these iron bars and we'll try chisel them. If that doesn't work, there is probably another option that looked pretty cool. In fact, actually, let me just look at the chisel mod here. Let's see, because I know that there's some really cool iron bar patterns, but there's also some neat glass patterns. This glass pane could be pretty cool. It looks kind of gold. Really kind of Chinese glass pane with golden frame. I mean, I guess. I mean, none of these really stand out. There is one, what is it, golden something or another? This one. This. The golden edged glass. But actually, I think that's not even necessary, and it'll just... Oh, I could... Well, I don't actually know if making it into a cover will work with the drawbridges. So let's just try out these iron bars, and we'll have something cool kind of come from that. How about thick iron grid, maybe? Menacing iron spikes? Let's try this out. Okay, so... Now we need to just swap this out for 1, 2, 3. And then for this one, 1, 2, 3. And where'd they all go? Why are you over here? All right, let's try this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's see how it looks. Whoa, come back to me. That actually looks kind of neat. I mean, it's not perfect, but it really does look a lot more like a door, and that's kind of what I was going for here. Let me try one other thing. Let's see, what would be cool? I like that thick iron grid. It's kind of neat, but oh, maybe a thin iron grid. Maybe that would just make it look a little bit more homey, I guess. Oops, you know what? I put them all in there. Let's just do 3 at a time. So I want to stand on this. And let's just see how it looks. That's a little bit better. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it'll look better than like the glass thing. Although maybe not. Let me just try that out really quick. Alright, let's try out the Japanese style glass, or Chinese, or what was it? Chinese glass pane with golden frame. That looks kind of neat. It's interesting. Looks a little too gold. I don't like the red trim, really. Yeah, let's not go with that. That looks kind of cool. That's the ornate Japanese frame. And I kind of like it. Alright, let's try this borderless glass pane stuff. That looks kind of weird. Not quite borderless, but oh well. Alright, you know what? After trying everything out, I think I like the ornate Japanese glass pane the best. I think it looks a little bit nicer. It looks a lot more like a door. Like, you would probably know, okay, I'll walk over here, and somehow it'll figure it out. Maybe not. I mean, I just want it to be intuitive for people. Ideally, I'll have something kind of down there, which I should really start building once I get more gold. But, oh well, this is fine. It gets the job done for now. Let's see. What else did I want to do in this episode? So, I kind of took care of paying Hypno back for this really cool sword. Hopefully he likes all that quite clear glass. That is indeed quite clear. I got my Nexus spawn all set, and I did some renovations on the door here. I guess there was one other thing I wanted to do, and that's, actually, let me fly on over there and let's try it out. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to do it a ways away from my base. So when I was doing some exploring, I found one of these division sigils. Normally, you can only find those by rarely defeating the Wither boss, but you can also find them as dungeon loot. So I ended up finding it that way. Now, I've never done this before, but it sounds kind of interesting, and this is how you get Cursed Earth. So this stuff is like amazingly good for spawners and things. So, and I want to get one of those going actually. So I'm going to set a whole bunch of like grass in here. I don't know if it needs to be grass or dirt or what. Now, I need to right click this with this division sigil. Actually shift right click. And does not have a redstone circle, cannot see the moon, has sufficient, so hard to see with the, here, this is what it says. Alright, does not have a redstone circle, cannot see the moon, must not be lit by outside sources, and too early, sacrifice must be made at midnight. So it looks like we're going to have to wait for a bit, but that's fine, the sun's going down anyway. So, turns out I guess I don't need this after all. Let's see if that does the trick. Cannot see the moon. Is this the same thing? Let's see. Well, the moon isn't there. Let me just turn this off because I want to actually have this kind of set to renew. Let's try it now. Alright, it can see the moon, which is good. That's what we want. I'm going to want to seal it off, though, because apparently it makes this cursed earth stuff that spreads rather quickly. So I'm going to need to get some redstone, because I don't think I have any on me. Yeah, so I'll be right back. Alright, let's try this out. Okay, looks like everything's set, except it's too early. So we need to make a sacrifice at midnight. Now we're going to need to find something to sacrifice here, so that's why I have this golden lasso. Alright, who's going to be the sacrificial lamb? How about you? There we go. Alright, we're going to take you, and we're going to bring you over here. So, we need to sacrifice this thing. I think as long as it's around there, that'll be good. Okay, now, let me go back to this, and let's see what happens. Too early. Have to wait a little bit. Alright, so I'm just going to wait a little bit. Okay, well, looks like we still have a little bit to go. Too early. Darn it! Ah, you're almost there. Look at that. Now, where did that darn sheep go? Let me go and find that thing. Hey, you. Don't think you can get out of this one. Oh, no, you can't. Alright, so drop that thing there. In fact, I can probably even just seal this off. Let's see. I don't want to miss my chance while I'm chiseling, but I think it should be fine. Alright. Oh, look, is it glowing? No. I think it was always like this, right? Perform the sacrifice is what it says. So, sorry, sheep. Alright, hopefully this doesn't hurt too much. Oh! That's pretty awesome. As you can see, it turns into this cursed earth stuff. And this is going to spawn a lot of mobs nearby. Which is fine. Great opportunity. Hey, fishing zombie, what's up? Great opportunity to test out this new bedrock sword. Aw, yeah. Whoa, look at all this cursed earth. Stuff spawning things like crazy. Alright, stop, please. Okay, wow. Alright, that spawned a lot more than I thought it would. Alright, don't blow up now. Let's see. I may have to do a better job at containing this. Because you see, I really don't want these mobs to be let loose into the wild. Oh, stop. This is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to have to contain this. Thankfully, it will all burn and decay and stuff. Ooh, zombie heads. Guess I'll take some. It will all burn and decay. Well, look at this guy. He's so fancy. He's got, like, boots. It burns and decays in the daylight. But what I really want is, I just want to take some of it, like silk touch it. But the problem is there are mobs everywhere. Oh yeah, hit him with a wrench. That's a good idea. Oh, this is pretty fun. Oh man, look at this guy go. He is even hitting through my armor. Oh, man, this guy is intense. Okay, let's see. It's like regenerating and everything. Alright. Yeah, y'all can just do that for all I care. They're shooting at everything. Where's that little baby guy? That guy hits so hard. Oh, man. There. Finally, he's dealt with. Alright, right about now, I'm really happy that I have this power armor because this would be a lot more precarious if I didn't. And you know what? Oh, my goodness. What the heck? Does that zombie just pick up a creeper? I know he threw another zombie. That's just weird. Oh, jeez. This is awesome. What is shooting me? I'm just trying to figure out what is shooting me. And from where? Alright, whoa! Okay, so... Oh man, dirt creeper. Did that zombie have a skeleton on its head? I can't even see this. Yeah, so as you can see, it spawns more mobs than you know what to do with. I'm just trying to pick up some of this cursed earth stuff. Alright, I got 2 pieces. Should spread pretty easily. Let me see. Let's try to get a few more pieces before everything in the world shows up to try and kill me. Oh man, yeah, you better... Wow, that zombie. It just like bashed me or something. It's so wild. Oh man. Whoa! Alright, creeper. Let's not have any of that now. Now, the good news is, I'm pretty sure that this stuff spreads naturally. Which is really great. You just have to make sure it's dark. And things are going to get really interesting once it starts getting light out. What is that zombie doing? Look at him. He's got this spider. Dude, he just threw the... Wow, that's so great. Alright. Might as well pick up these heads. Oh, it's a flying spider. Maybe that has something to do with it. Ooh, a heart. This is good. Alright, now everything's starting to burn, and actually that's the sad thing. All the cursed earth is burning along with it, so... Oh, just stop, will ya? Okay, so... That's the good news. The cursed earth does have a stopping point, and it'll burn back into normal dirt, which doesn't really do you as much good, really. That's why I intended to have some of this kind of sealed off in here, just so I could have it for later. But I guess in reality... What? It's activated, so it doesn't really matter. I don't need to activate it again. All I want is this cursed earth. So let's just get rid of it and call it a day. Okay, I think I'm all cleaned up here, more or less. It's not really anywhere I don't think anyone will build at, and if they do, well, you can tear this down. I really don't care. All right, so I'm going to go back to my base, and I'll see you in a moment. All right, well, I think that about does it for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next episode of Marriland's Hermitcraft Feed the Beast Adventure. See you next time, everyone. Woo!